I want you to imagine something. You're a PC gamer in 2004, first installing Half-Life 2 in late November, admiring the unprecedented graphical fidelity when you get here. As you would soon come to learn, this is the Citadel and it's a striking image. Few games at the time except Halo Combat Evolved 3 years earlier managed to even put something this big in front of the player, but unlike Halo, the Citadel is very clearly a 3D model, bigger than anything you'd expect from that time to be. So how do they do it, and more importantly, how big is the Citadel exactly? If you've been around Source communities for long enough, you probably know the term skybox. It's not a term exclusive to Source, but it does give off a very specific image in your head. Outside of the bounds of the map, tiny structures that clearly represent bigger parts of the map are there, and the Citadel is no exception to this. But since the Citadel is represented by a smaller model, this makes figuring out its actual size harder, right? Well, not necessarily, because skybox objects have their size multiplied by exactly 16 when rendered in the real world. So now there's a few different ways we can calculate the size of the Citadel. You can decompile its model into a program like Blender, multiply the size by 16, and measure that way. Or you can measure it through Valve's level design tool, Hammer. I'll be choosing the latter option just for consistency reasons. And here, I trace over the model with simple shapes, mostly due to the fact that you can't resize models in Source, but also because there's a bunch of weird wire-looking things hanging off the Citadel. After I do that, it's time to multiply the size of the brush by 16. This is most easily done in the transform menu, and now that we have our final number, I think it's easy to see why Valve developed 3D skyboxes. The Citadel is huge, clocking in at a staggering 134,896 hammer units tall. But how big is a hammer unit? This is where measurements may differ wildly, but it's generally accepted that one hammer unit is equal to 1 inch. But it's not a completely concrete measurement. But using this as our baseline, we can calculate that the Citadel is 11,241.33 repeating feet, or 3,747.11 yards, or, for those of you from everywhere but America, around 3.43 kilometers. For comparison, the tallest building on Earth, the Burj Khalifa, stands at 2,717 feet tall. This makes the Citadel over 4 times larger than any man-made structure on Earth. Keep in mind though, that my measurements of the Citadel's height include its entire height with the antennas that come off it. This was a small experiment I did to get myself back in the swing of video editing. I haven't really made something in a little bit, have I? Sorry about that. Hopefully I'll see you next time.